Hello, everyone. The biggest overt sign that someone's toxic is always needing an enemy and virtue signaling. It is so extremely narcissistic. I don't care if it's a narcissistic, borderline, narcissistic, histrionic, whatever, but it is narcissistic. There's something wrong. People who always need an enemy but publicly virtue signal is a massive red flag for mental instability. It's classic externalization of shame and emotional immaturity. Instead of dealing with their own issues, they paint themselves as a saint and someone else as the demon. And they do it over and over and over again until they find someone else targeting people. They don't just make a claim, say something, post a meme, post a video. It's constant until there's action, until something happens they want to happen. It's textbook cluster B behavior, period. Borderline, histrionic, narcissistic. And it shows up in other fragile, arrested developmental people who can't regulate their self-worth without scapegoating others and grandstanding about how good they are. You shouldn't have to tell you, right? I'm not amazing. I don't have to tell you I don't steal, right? And we know they have extreme low self-esteem because they are comparing themselves to others. Narcissists lower others around them to elevate themselves, but they don't realize that that's the cause of their low self-esteem. There's always someone better. It really shows how they feel about themselves, how low, doesn't it? When you see these behaviors, you know this now. It's toxic. People don't do this. Why is it so rare? It's so rare that people do this, but it can influence so many people, so many vulnerable, easily influential people, people that are healing from their own traumas, who have bad guys in their brains that they're watching out for, a kicking post they need, someone to point out that's the bad guy. That makes me the good person. I have to have that. I don't need that. One of my favorite quotes, if not my favorite quote, is by Winston Churchill. It says, "You have enemies? Good. It means you stood up for something sometime in your life." He doesn't need enemies. He wasn't afraid to stand up for what he believed in. He did it anyway. Against resistance, against the world, against borderlines and narcissists attacking him. But he didn't smear them and he didn't virtue signal. And he doesn't need enemies. Like some people. He accepted the repercussions of his choices, of his decisions, and he owned them. And he didn't budge. He accepted that people are all different. We have different views and beliefs and perspectives and feelings. And he accepted himself and who he is. I would imagine he didn't carry toxic shame like toxic people that do these things. Constantly needing an enemy and virtue signaling about it isn't morality. It's just mental illness. If you always have an enemy and need everyone to know how good you are, it's not righteousness. It's just instability. People with haughty attitude, talking bad about people, people who post things about bad people, but how great they are. People who play the victim hero are the worst and dangerous and most likely narcissistic borderlines. The victim hero is a real thing. They vacillate back and forth using each one they need to distort their own self-image to you. Whatever it takes to influence you. Pity, morality, things that some of us may not be solid in, easily influenced by, not healed by our own traumas. Our hearts only have room for love or hate. So be really careful which one you choose, but please make sure that it is your choice that you're making and not someone else's influence of hatred. If you hate people out there, I would try to change that for you, because hatred comes from the heart, and so does love. Be careful who you support when it's ruining someone else's life. Don't react to their baiting. Don't listen to people who tell you who they are. Watch how they treat people. How we treat people says everything about how we feel about ourselves. People that seek revenge really are battling with something inside. People who donate their time and help people with nothing, not expecting anything back in return, love themselves. Feels good. They can't hate. They just accept. And they stay true to what they believe in. And they don't try to ruin people's lives. You guys have any examples of people like this? Can you show anybody? Can you show us anybody like this? Do you know of anyone like this? People that do stuff like this? You think they're anything else but toxic, unstable, borderlines, and narcissists? Psychopaths, sociopaths don't do this. Interesting, huh? Just made another video right before this about how dangerous borderlines and narcissists are. So if you feel comfortable, tell us some of these experiences you have. Let us know. People that do this would love to know. Ask me questions if you think that I can help with stuff like this, because it's complex, it's damaging, and it's confusing. It can be difficult to know who's telling the truth, who's right, who should I support. And I pretty much just stay out of other people's fights and other people's drama. Don't you have enough of your own? Or are you like the people that do support this and have no life? Ask questions. Let us know what you think. Thank you for a thumbs up and subscribing to the channel. Anybody that wants coaching, you can find me at daviddemars.com. I have a petition, Stop Narcissistic Online Bullying. I'll put down in the comment section. It's in the description box. I'd appreciate it if you support it, if you're against this crap. And if you're for it, go ahead down in the comment section, spread it, spread some more, because the healthy people on my channel will react to it. They don't care. Thank you. Love yourself first, guys. Bye-bye.